Good evening and welcome to another edition of Cue Ball's Cutting Corner. I am Cue Ball, and today I'm actually doing this video just to try out my new setup here. I moved my studio into my office. It was out at my dining room table, and so I'm cleaning out my office and trying to get this set up. So this video is just to kind of see how things are working. I have my Shaman here, my favorite Spyderco knife. This is the standard in S30V with the stone wash finish. You can see that my camera is zooming in really well. That's what we want. I love it, I love it, I love it. You can see all the detail, and let's zoom that back out. That is great. This is going to be perfect. This is a lot more comfortable to be in here, probably a little bit less echoey as well. Although I do need to get some rugs or something to put in here because it's still a pretty large room for being in an office. I can easily manipulate I like this setup a lot. This is good. I can see in the camera, whoops, what I'm actually doing, but I should probably take and wash my hands as I'm deploying this knife. So this is really good. Shaman is by far my favorite. Spyderco, just the ergonomics, the fact that it is a large knife, it's my very large hands, and yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. The other knife that I have with me to test out is this little guy. This is actually a Kaiser knife, believe it or not. It's called the ZipSlip, and yeah, awesome milling. It's almost like a scallop milling pattern. And then you have this little deployment hole. This is a slip joint, so you can easily take and just, yeah, you can use that hole to one hand deploy the slippy. And it's not the best walk and talk just because of the nature of this. What's cool about this slip joint, though, is if you watch, the lock mechanism, or I mean, I should say the spring bar does not protrude up when you take and deploy this knife. Look at this. See? No, it's all done internally. So it's really cool how they did this design. I don't dare take this guy apart because I'm just afraid that I probably wouldn't be able to get it back together. But the centering on this is darn good, as you can see. It's really good. Walk and talk. I mean, it's not too bad. Definitely not going to be able to reverse flick this. This is meant to just slow roll out with the hole. I wish it was just a little bit more sharp on the edge here. They chamfered this hole. So I'll be honest, most of the time when I'm deploying this knife, I'm using two hands, but I love how you can choke up into this. S35VN steel. It's got this nice bead blast finish on it. Obviously, S35VN is going to be fairly stainless, and so not really concerned being here in Arizona, picking up too much rust and staining. I love the fact that they deep set the pocket clip, and they also use flat screws. This pocket clip is one of the best ever. Literally, this pocket clip is amazing. Yeah, this knife is really awesome. You can pick these up for between 100 to 125. I believe White Mountain Knives may have them. Mojave Outdoor might be another one. Obviously, Amazon too. I think I paid around 100, maybe 95 for this when it was on sale, or I had a discount coupon or something. So, but great little slip joint. I love this knife. It's a very thin profile, great, just everyday carry. It's just feels really good in the hand too. Not really the most fidget knife in the world, but definitely a capable EDC. But back to the Shaman really quick. I went ahead and added a Lynch Northwest clip. So Casey obviously makes these. He's out of Spokane, Washington, and I used to go to school in Pullman, go up to Spokane all the time when I was in college and plays in pool tournaments at a place called McHugh's, and then they changed their name, and there's a few places up there that you can shoot pool. over in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, which is about 25 miles, 30 miles to the east. Yeah, love Spokane. It's a bigger city, but not too big, right? And yeah, fun place. So you can see I got the CME on this. And for those of you who are wondering about whether the CME, will stay on, oh yeah, the glue that comes with this just to make sure that there's nothing, that this is not going to take and come off without some pressure. But gosh, I love just looking up close on this knife. It's interesting how this backspacer kind of dips down in. Notice that, and then it's not quite flush. It's not. Yeah, it's still done well. It's just, I don't know. I would think I would have had this flush all the way. That's just me though. See those liners that are inset, and they also are skeletonized. Reduce some of the weight. This is about 5.15 ounces in this configuration. So, and I actually have a scale that I can bring over now. Ooh, look at this. I've had this kitchen scale for years, and I have another scale that I was using. This one's a little bit smaller and a little bit better for the camera. And so got it set to ounces. There we are, 5.15, right on the dot. And I think this one is about 3.05, 3.1. Pretty light knife. So that works really well. Turn that guy off. And I can get him right out of camera shot, which is great. So yeah, really liking this new setup. This is sweet. Okay, that's all I have. Two oddball knives, just used for testing the new studio. I'm going to go get ready and have dinner with my folks. See you guys soon. More content coming. Promise. Have a nice evening, and God bless.